Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the practice log. Well, it's another morning session. You know what that means. It's time to get Bach to it. Let's do it. I just drug myself out of bed. Oh, man, the lights aren't even on. Much better. I kind of want some socks, too. It's getting cold. Bach socks. Socks that don't match. My life's in shambles. Man, it's such a beautiful day. The sun is just like shining on me. It's really inviting. Kind of want to go outside. But we're gonna stay inside and we're gonna practice some Bach and a little bit of Sor. Behind the scenes, I've been kind of working on my technique. I've been changing it actually. Well, I've mainly just been holding my pinky to my A because I just find that it makes it more stable. So I'm working with that right now, but I think it'll lead to good things. I do have a new comment question. Let's see here. This guy's commented a few times on the channel. He is John Hirsch. Hey Cameron, I have a segment suggestion. Alright. Reaction to all-time favorite music-related videos of subscribers. Yeah, I think that that's a pretty good idea. Because that's basically what I'm doing now, is I'm reacting to music-related, mainly guitar-related videos if I can help it. If anybody else has any video suggestions that you want to see me react to in the middle section when I'm taking that break, feel free to let me know what they are, and I'll maybe look at them. Pretty fun idea. That pretty much covers everything. So, let's go ahead and get to practicing now. Let's get this party started. I did just change my strings so they go out of tune really fast. I'm trying out medium tension. I've been using hard tension this whole time. I think that might help my tone a bit, maybe. But also, I put them on and they kind of felt exactly the same, so I don't know what the deal with that is. Maybe they're just hard tension. I wanted them to be medium tension, though. Alright, well, I'll see you on the other side. Okay, I think I'm about done with this. So I've mainly been working on the fugue and the Siciliana. I think I'm just gonna play the whole Siciliana for you today. How about that? How about that? And you know what this means? I should probably get into the Presto next time, and I think I will, actually. But first, let's see how the Siciliana's coming along. see. Oh no, spoke too soon. Oh, my thing turned off. Oh, how unfortunate. I tried to add in a low C, and then I missed the low C that I was adding in as a joke. Well, so that was the whole thing. You know, the ending was a little rough. It'll only get better from here. Alright, let's take a little bit of a break, though, because we've been at it for a while. I have an idea for a video that I want to take a look at, so let's see how it is. Alright, well, you know I'm always coming through with that video for the middle section. So I found one here called John Williams Talks About Classical Guitar, Part 1. Let's see what it's all about.
The guitar has always had a bit of a bad reputation.
It's because a bunch of bad people are representing it, like me. Whoa, this is, okay, skiff rock guitar tutor. This is super unrealistic because it's showing musical notation for rock. Absolutely the latest method. Huh. Tab is really old. Tab is like the, I don't know what I'm saying. Oh yeah. It's always funny what people consider old music, because a lot of people would consider this old music, but this is like super young to us in the classical world. This is like the newest music ever. Like, this is pop. I always love when I'm talking to like older gents and they're talking about like, oh, music's not like what it used to be back when I was a kid, like music of the 60s, and I'm like, no bro, 1760s. 1860s, there we go. 1960s though? I don't think so. Unless we're talking about like, I don't know when Ponce was writing stuff, like Ponce and Morel. Morel died recently. He died like a couple of years ago. This is super new.
If he can do it, I can do it too.
That ain't too bad. This kid's gonna be a legend when he grows up. Mom's pretending like she's not into that, like she's not listening to that too. Yeah, come on now. Everybody listened to rock back then.
It is, of course, by no means essential to be a hound dog.
Well, I mean, I'm pretty sure John Williams is a hound dog.
A rock and roll guitarist can be turned out in 12 hours flat. The classical player must devote at least 12 solid years to patient study.
We've heard that quote before in the John Williams thing.
You pays your money and you takes your pick.
Ooh, I don't know. When they compare it like that, this is a lot less exciting than the first one. I kind of want to be the kid playing Hound Dog.
In 1959, John Williams was one of the finest young players of the classical guitar, riding the crest of a wave of interest in the instrument.
The classical guitar is a wonder.
Look at all these mindless drones being brainwashed by the classical guitar. This looks like a Muse album cover. What are we looking at?
Of course, you don't have anything like the number of notes or the means to play them that you have on the harpsichord or the piano. You don't have the sustain of stringed instruments with the bow. But the uniqueness of the guitar is that it combines little elements of all that. It is a fantastic instrument.
I agree. I also think it is. It's the king of instruments, honestly. Post in the comments if you agree.
Today, after a lifetime playing, he's more ready than ever to look back to the instrument's humble beginnings.
What, are they gonna kill him? It hasn't quite been a lifetime yet. He still has a little time left. Hold on.
Guitar, back in the 14th, 15th century, was originally a popular instrument with 4 strings. It was used for strumming and accompanying popular dances, country dances, and songs. It didn't have what we call the polyphonic technique of playing with the fingers like this, where you could play, you know, Bach fugues.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, dude, that's the fugue to play if you're playing guitar. That's a sick fugue.
Arpeggios.
Wow, he's just like dipping into my repertoire. We all know the same stuff. That's what I'm getting from this.
The original popular guitar didn't have that. It was used for strumming. Single notes were played exactly like with a pick.
And that was Villalobos Etude 1, if you're curious.
Like that, and strumming. Or even playing. Everything was strummed.
Sounds great, man. What was that?
That's the origins of the guitar.
Man, that was only 2 minutes long.
So you think you know Wix. Do you really?
I don't know. Hold on, that was part 1. Let's see, there's part 2. I wonder how many parts there are, though.
Aye.
Okay, well, you know what? There's only 2 parts, and they're each like a minute and a half, so let's just go through them both. This has been fun.
One of the greatest ever virtuosi, Andres Segovia, claimed that he was rescuing the guitar from the hands of the noisy flamenco players.
That's a really famous quote from Segovia. The hands of the noisy flamenco players. Yeah, man, just like gatekeep. Guitar is like the commoner's instrument, you know? It's like easy to make. It's not the piano. It's meant for like folk music and stuff. And, you know, this guy's gonna take it away and add it to the classical canon just like everything else. Good for you, man. I'm just off the cuff right now. I'm just saying stuff. Whatever.
As his protege, John Williams, points out, he fought for the status and repertoire that the guitar had always lacked.
Being of the guitar as a concert instrument. His technique, he played with the nails. Previously to that, guitarists had never really, they played with the nails and with the flesh, but they'd never really developed a very clear sound that could be projected in public. The nail helped that, and he was so strong at doing it.
Man, Segovia has some big hands, tell you what. I'm surprised he's so nimble.
You've got quite a small hand, haven't you?
Dude, you invite John Williams on your show and that's what you're gonna... You got some small hands. You got some small little dainty hands. You have hands like a little boy. What's the deal with that, John Williams? Why are you a little boy?
The stretch is quite good.
He's like, they're small, I can stretch them. It's the motion of the ocean, dog. It's not about the size.
But it's not big. I mean,
What do you need?
Dude, what? Why would you say that to him, man? This is like guitar extraordinaire, and you're just gonna be like, you got some small little hands, bro. Let's compare. Let's compare hands really quick, dude.
What physical attributes you need?
the most important thing for classical players, which is the nails of the right hand. And it's the angle of the nail and the position on the string that gives the different color. I can make either a sound like this. If I turn the angle round so I'm more flat onto the string.
That's your pedal board right there. Doing that thing. That's like your knob. You twist it.
His personality was magnificent. He had
Now, he had big hands. I was always jealous of the size of his hands. I have to try really hard to play the guitar like him with my tiny little hands.
and a sort of magic about just seeing that.
Look at... Oh, dude, don't show your hands like that, man. Your hands are fine, man. They look normal-sized. That guy is so rude.
And everyone's absolutely hypnotized.
Alright, well, there we go. That was the John Williams video, talking about classical guitar. A lot of interesting stuff there. Yeah, well, I guess we can pretty much wrap it up here. We watched enough of a video, I think. So, let's go ahead and get into the second half of the practice. Let's go. Oh yeah, 11:30. It's getting pretty late in the day, so I think I'm gonna keep this one short. I'm just gonna get through the Adagio, play through my sore Mozart variations, and then we'll call it a day after that. So, I'll see you there. Okay, I think I'm about done here. So, I'm just gonna play a little bit of the sore for you. Come on over. I worked a lot on the Adagio. I didn't work on the sore as much, but it sounds nice with the new strings. So, you know, here it is. that's as far as I care to play. I still have to do a lot of work with that piece. Like, it's still... Alright, well, I mean, that's a practice session. Next morning one, we're doing the Presto. I can promise you that. We're going to start working on that thing. And then everything else is just about memory and just getting it down. Alright, well, let's go ahead and wrap this thing up. Alright, well, that was a pretty fun one. We got to say hi to John Williams. He had some pretty interesting stuff to say. Pretty interesting interview. Well, if you made it this far, you know, be sure to subscribe, leave a like, perhaps. Leave a comment if you have a question about something, if you want me to answer it in the beginning like I've been doing. Yeah, that pretty much covers everything. So, I'll see you tonight.